Hello everyone. Welcome to the day 4 of your SQL. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the difference between selection query and projection query in SQL. But before that, I would like to clear few points. See here, we already have completed 3 days, SQL day 1, day 2 and day 3. So in the description of each video, you will be getting the notes. Many students were asking for notes, practice questions. So in the description of each video, you will be getting one notes link. See, if I click here, so you will be having the complete notes on that respective topic. So in that video, we have discussed about data types in MySQL, correct? So these are the points we have discussed. Okay, so this is the summary, the rules, and these are the interview question answers they might ask into the interview. Okay, so these are the practice question you have to go through. See, in the interviews, you will be facing same types of question. That assurity I will give you. Okay, so below each topic, you will be having the points, the notes for your revision, plus the question answers for your practice. Okay, so all the material is available in the description. You just need to click and go through it. So now in the last video, we have discussed about storing the data permanently, right? Because managing the database means we have to first store the data permanently and then we need to learn how to retrieve the data efficiently. So managing the database will be divided into two parts. Storing the data permanently, we already have completed. We created the database, we created the table, inside that we inserted the values. So until you insert the values, that part is storing part. First create the structure. Inside the structure, keep inserting the records, insert. So let's say you have inserted 100 rows, 1000 rows, or lakhs of records, doesn't matter. But when you are inserting the records, that is what we call it as storing that data permanently in organized way in rows and columns format. Okay. So if you consider any application, youtube.com, Amazon, Flipkart, they all are storing the data first in their databases permanently. Let's say if you'd have placed one order. So under your username, you will be always having that order history. So order history, they have stored permanently in their database, right? So that is what we call it as storing. Collect the data and store it into the database. So now next part is retrieving the data efficiently. So let's say in Amazon's database, n number of product data is available and they have already stored very properly. So let's say you are asking for shirts products, shoes products, watch product. So when you are asking for data, only that specific data it will fetch and it will return to you. So that part we call it as retrieving the data. Retrieve means ask for the data from the database. Now data is present into the database. Now you are asking for some specific data. For example, let's say you have table in which this table. In the maybe last class, we have created the tables. Let me go through it. Let's consider this table, name and age column we have. So if you ask to your RDBMS, give me the age of Priya. So your RDBMS will go into the table, it will give you the age of Priya. So this is what we call it as retrieving the data. But before you retrieve, before you ask for data, first you should store, you should organize the data, right? So that storage part we have completed in our last video. Okay, so let me go back over here. This part also we have completed. See, first we created the database. Inside that table, then column names, and we inserted the data. This is what we call it as storing the data permanently. Now retrieving means asking for data. So let's say this is the table. I'm telling select student name from student table. So you will get student name. So how this query will be executed? Select will be executed first. From which table? From student table. What to select? Only student name to select. If you execute this, your output will be this. Okay. Now carefully observe this and you tell me, are we selecting all the records? Records means rows. Are we selecting all rows into the output? If you are thinking, no, ma'am, all rows are not present. No, see, guys, all rows are present in the output. Here in our original table, how many rows we have? Rahul, 1 row. Sahana, 2nd row. Nikita, 3rd row. How many rows we have in the output table? Rahul, Sahana, Nikita, 3 rows. So all the records we have as it is into the output table. So what we have filtered? We have filtered the columns. All columns we don't have into the output, but all rows we have into the output. So the query, I'll just move the camera over here. Look here, everyone. The query in which we are selecting specific columns, that query is called as projection query. See, projection means this is your original table. From this original table, we selected some specific part of data and we are projecting it to the user. Okay. This is not a separate table present into the hard disk. This is not present in the server, guys. This original table is present. From that table, we took one copy and we projected that data to the user. That's all. Okay. So what is projection query? The SQL query in which we are selecting specific columns. That is your projection query. Do remember this. Now, in the second case, let's say this is our query. We have to select student name from student table wherever student name is equal to Sahana. So this is your output. So wherever student name is Sahana, we have targeted it and we have returned only Sahana's student name. Okay. So now how this query will be executed, let's understand. This is the table. I'm telling select, but DBMS is confused what to select, from which table to select. So I'm telling to the DBMS, you select from student table. So out of multiple tables, it will target one table which has a name student. Okay. Now, how many rows to select? I am going to filter the rows now based on one condition. I don't want Rahul, Sahana, Nikita, all rows I don't want. I want only the details of Sahana. So I will tell wherever student name equal to Sahana, you target only those records. So your where clause, where is a clause keyword which supports your command. So where clause will filter your rows. See, it has filtered out 2 records. Rahul and Nikita is not present in the result set now. So wherever student name is a column name. Wherever student name is Sahana, so DBMS will check, is this student name Sahana? No. Student name Sahana? Yes. So target this row. Is student name Sahana? No, it's Nikita. Leave it. So it will check row by each row. Wherever student name is Sahana, that entire row it will target. So now from this row, wherever it has targeted, what you want to return? I want to return only student name. And this will be your output. Okay. So in this query, carefully observe and you tell me, are we filtering rows? Yes or no? Yes, we are filtering rows because in this table, we have 3 rows. In the output table, we have only 1 row. So the query in which you are filtering rows, that is called as selection query. So by using where clause, whenever you are filtering rows, that is your selection query. But many of you might be thinking, ma'am, we are selecting specific columns also, right? So this is projection query also. Yes, my dear student, this is your selection plus projection query. Whenever you are selecting specific columns, that is your projection query. Whenever you are selecting specific rows, that is your selection query. So let's practice with these 2 types of queries on our online compiler. So we'll go back. Search for compiler, one compiler. I'll just search for SQL compiler. Okay. We are going to select this one compiler. You can select whichever the compiler you want. I'll switch the database from SQL Server to MySQL. MySQL. Okay. So employee table query, they will They have already given the employee table creation. So let me drag it over here. Okay. So now look here, everyone. We will first run this code. I'll just drag it this side. I'll run this code. So see, in this, we have a two rows, employee ID, sorry, 1 and employee ID 3. Two records we have. So let's create our own table, guys. Okay. So I'll just write create table. The table name will be EMP, employee. Inside this, we will be having employee ID, data type integer. Next, we will be having employee name, data type varchar of, let's say 20. Okay, that's all. Employee ID and employee name is more than sufficient. Next, insert into employee values. What are the values? For employee ID 101. And what is the employee name? I'm going to give the employee name as Akash. Do you want to insert multiple values? Yes. What is the employee ID? Let's say 102. And what is the employee name? Let's say employee name is Ankit. Okay. We'll give the semicolon and I'm going to run this. Yeah. So two rows got inserted. Let's verify. Select everything from employee table. So we'll execute. Table names are not case sensitive. However you want, you can write. So now let's say the scenario is you want to insert only employee name, not ID. I don't have the employee ID. Only name I want to insert at that time. So if you want to insert the values into specific columns, here I'll just write inserting values into specific column. See, I don't want to insert values into employee ID, employee name. Only in employee name I want to insert the value. So you can write it like this, insert into employee. In which column you want to insert the values? In employee name. So mention the column names. Okay. What are the values? So values are, what is the employee name? Let's say it is Pooja. Next employee name, let's say it is Priya. Okay, like this. Now I'm going to just run this. So can you see the employee name is Pooja and Priya, and for employee ID, your DBMS will insert null and null. So if you want to insert the values into all columns, you no need to mention the column names, guys. Here I'll just write inserting values into all columns. Okay. And here we are inserting values into specific column. Let's say you have one more column. Employee salary also decimal. Okay. So here I will insert the employee salary 45,000. And for Ankit, I will insert employee salary is 85,000. Okay. Now here I want to insert the values only in employee name and employee salary column. Employee ID I don't want to insert. So mention the column names here. So what is the sequence? Employee name, employee salary. So employee name, next what is the employee salary? Let's say it is 35,000. Okay, 35,000. So what is the employee salary of Priya? So here I will give the comma and I'll mention the salary as 55,000. Okay, like this. So now if I run the code, so can you see the table over here? I'll just move the camera here. Okay. So can you see the table over here? For employee ID, it has inserted null and null. So if you want to insert the values into specific columns, mentioning the column names is must. Okay. So like this, you have to mention the column name. These column names must match. Case doesn't matter. Okay. So now, which type of query it is? Selection query or projection query? Which type of query it is? Projection query only, guys, because we are selecting all columns in this. Either you are selecting all columns, specific column doesn't matter. I am telling whatever the table is present here, project this table to the user. That's all. Okay. So now if I write it here, select employee name from employee table. Now I am selecting specific column, projection query. Records are all. See, I am not filtering rows. I'm not filtering rows. I'm filtering columns. Okay. Next, I will tell select employee salary. I will run this query. I got employee salary for all employees. So if someone is asking you write a query to select salary for all employees. So what is the query? Select employee salary from employee table, because they asked you to select employee salary for all employees. So write the query like this. If someone is asking you, write a query to select employee name and their salaries. So what you will write? You have to select employee name and their salaries. So we will write select. What to select? Employee name and employee salary column. From which table? Employee table for all records. Sorry, for all employees. So now if I run the code, see, the first table is the output of this. Write a query to select salary of employees. So you got only salary. And this is the output of second query. Select employee name and employee salary. Clear, everyone? So whichever the column you will give here, that columns will be projected to you in the output. So that's why we call it as a projection query. Here we are not filtering rows. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, everywhere 4 rows are present. We are just filtering the columns. Now let's say if someone will ask you, what? You have to write a query to select all details of Akash. You have to select all the details of Akash. All the details of Akash means Akash, employee name, employee ID, salary, what and all the columns we have. Everything we have to select, but only for Akash, not for other records. So what do you think? What we have to write? Perfect, guys. We have to select. What to select, we will decide later. From which table? Employee table. Do you want to select for all employees? No. Only for Akash. So wherever employee name is equal to Akash. So it will target only those records where employee name is Akash. So once it targets, what you want to select? I want to select all details of Akash. So now, if I just execute this, let me show you the output. Can you see? I got all the details of Akash. So this is what we call it as retrieving the data efficiently. Whatever you want, very simply you can write the query and you can fetch from the table. So in this table, as of now, we have only 5 records. But in actual table, you will be having lakhs of records. So manually, we cannot check where is employee name Akash, 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 Akash. No. Your DBMS will go to the table. It will check, okay, where is employee name Akash? It will target those records and it will return all the details of Akash. If you tell, no, all details I don't want, only the employee ID and employee salary I need. Sorry, employee name I need for Akash. So if I run this code, see, I got employee ID and name only for Akash. So your where clause filters the rows. Let's say you have 10 lakh records. Based on the condition, your where clause will eliminate some records and some specific records it will return to you. So now based on this condition, what is the condition? Wherever employee name is Akash. So it will check row by row. Is employee name Akash? Yes. So for this record, what you want to return? Employee ID and name. So this is ID and name. Again, it will check, is this Akash? No. Is this Akash? No. Is this Akash? No. So row by row, your DBMS will check, it will filter and it will return the output. So this is what we call it as storing the data and retrieving the data efficiently. Okay. So try it out with all these question answers. All these queries you will be getting in your notes. So this notes link I will give in the description. Okay. We'll go through these points also. I'll just paste it here. Okay, these are the queries we have executed. So what is selection queries? To select the records from a table based on condition. So whenever you are selecting records based on condition, that is selection query. For example, they have given, if you want to select all the details from employees where department is HR. So we are filtering based on this condition, records we are filtering. So it won't give all the records. Wherever department is HR, only those rows it will return. In the similar way, projection means select the specific columns from a table. Okay. So for example, if you have a query like this, select only name and salary from employee, not all columns. So when you are selecting specific column, that is your projection query. In short, selection means what? Rows we are filtering based on condition. Projection means columns we are filtering based on condition. And this is the example we have executed. Okay. Selection and projection query. So in this, which type of query it is? Selection or projection? It is your projection query, correct? Which type of query it is? Projection query. Wherever you are seeing where clause, that is your selection query. Okay, but some queries will be there which are selection plus projection like this, where we are selecting specific columns also and where we are selecting specific records also. So I hope I am clear with the difference between selection and projection query. So in our next video, we will explore the new concepts of SQL. We will start with the advanced concept. Until here, fundamentals we have cleared, guys. How to create the table, how to write the queries, inserting the data, everything we have discussed. So from next video onwards, we will dive into the advanced part of SQL. This is all about this video, guys. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day to all.